Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be making a soothing and very moisturizing DIY hair detangler, in which is also a pre-poo before shampooing. And the ingredients I will be using is flax seeds, distilled water, honey, jojoba oil, lemongrass essential oil, and citronella essential oil. And if you are serious about healthy hair, hydrated hair, especially if you use shampoos, oils, or styling products often, then a pre-poo should be on the top of your DIY list. So for those that are wondering, what is a pre-poo? It stands for pre-shampoo treatment. It's a step that's done before shampooing your hair, usually using natural oils, butters, conditioners, or like what I'm using today, and that is flax seeds. It coats and protects the hair strands before the cleansing process. So when you are shampooing your hair, especially with a stronger detergent, the natural oils and sebum that protects your hair can be stripped away. So a pre-poo helps form a protective barrier, preventing dryness, tangling, and moisture loss during washing. So I first go ahead and grab me a pot, and then I get my measuring cup, in which will be 2 cups, but 1 cup is actually 8 ounces. So when you add 2 cups together, that gives you 16 ounces of water. And I am using distilled water, in which is the purest hydration that your hair can get. When we think of healthy hair, we often focus on oils, conditioners, and masks, but the kind of water you use plays a major role too. Next, I'll be adding 1 tablespoons of flax seeds. And the beauty of flax seeds is that it's one of nature's best kept secrets for hair health. It's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and mucilage. You know, the natural thickening agent that forms that silky gel texture we love. When applied to the hair, flaxseed gel forms a soft coating that defines curls, reduces frizz, and locks in moisture. So this is perfect for natural, coily, or wavy hair types. But don't think that it can't be used on relaxed hair, because it can. It also helps strengthen weak strands, making your hair more resilient to breakage. So I turn my eye on medium and I allow it to simmer. But I make sure that I come back on occasions and stir it up. But when putting your eye on low boil, it takes about 8 to 10 minutes to get that light gel-like consistency. Now, I must add that you should not leave it on the stove for a longer period of time. Flax seeds can be very tricky. It can get a little bit too thick on you. Not only that, but before it cools down, make sure that you strain it while it's hot, because once it cools down, it turns into a very thick consistency, and you are going to struggle big time trying to get it through the strainer or through a stocking cap. So another reason why a pre-poo is important is because it coats the strand before cleansing. It minimizes how much the cuticle's outer layer of hair lifts. That keeps your hair smoother, shinier, and stronger. So next, I am adding 1 teaspoon of honey. And for centuries, it's been used in hair rituals to hydrate, heal, and bring shine to dull, brittle strands. It's packed with vitamins, enzymes, and humectant properties that make it a must in any natural hair routine. It attracts moisture from the air and binds it into your hair shaft. That means that it keeps your hair hydrated, soft, and flexible, especially in dry or humid climates. When added to masks, conditioners, or gels, honey prevents that brittle straw-like feeling many shampoos leave behind. It soothes the cuticle layer of the hair, making it easy to detangle and style. This helps reduce breakage and frizz, leaving your hair strands feeling silky, manageable, and touchably soft. And as y'all can see, I do not play about my honey. I had to use a spoon to get the rest of it out of there. When you're using the real, raw, and organic honey, that stuff is not cheap at all. Now, can you use regular honey? Yes, you can. I use the raw and organic because I make the hair and skincare products for a living. But because the honey helps seal in hydration and soothes the hair surface, it naturally boosts shine. Light reflects off the healthy, moisturized cuticle, giving you that radiant, glossy finish that looks effortless and healthy. But did you know that honey also encourages hair growth? Its enzymes improve scalp circulation, delivering nutrients and oxygen to the follicles. And when combined with oils like jojoba, rosemary, or peppermint, Honey supports stronger roots and consistent growth over time. So as you saw that I was continuously stirring it up just so everything could blend together. Now, next on the list is a ½ teaspoon of the jojoba oil. And it is one of the best ingredients that you can include in your DIY flaxseed detangler. And it is because it mimics your scalp's natural oils. So that means that your hair and scalp instantly recognizes and absorbs it without leaving a greasy film. So in your flaxseed detangler, jojoba oil helps balance moisture, making your strands soft, supple, and easy to detangle. It seals in moisture without weighing your hair down because it is lightweight and it coats the hair shaft just enough to lock in the hydration from the flaxseed gel and the honey, but never too much to make curls limp or sticky. And this makes it very perfect for all hair types, especially curly, coily, and high porosity hair that tends to lose moisture quickly. So yes, this is also good for my 4C girls. It contains vitamin E and B complex along with minerals like zinc and copper that helps repair damage and strengthens the outer layer of your hair. While it being in your flaxseed gel, it creates a protective shield against dryness, frizz, and breakage caused by daily styling or heat. So for my finishing touch, I add 4 drops of lemongrass essential oil. It is rich in vitamin A and C and minerals like iron and zinc nutrients that help strengthen hair follicles from the root. And just like the flaxseed and honey, lemongrass also helps soothe the cuticles and remove dull buildup, leaving your hair shiny, bouncy, and full of life. So in combination with the flaxseed gel and jojoba oil, this also makes your curls wavy and appears more defined and vibrant. And I chose Citronella as the second essential oil, and I used 3 drops of it. And like the lemongrass, this also is a brilliant choice for your DIY flaxseed detangler because not only does it give your product a fresh, clean fragrance like the lemongrass, because I love how lemongrass smells, but it also helps protect, purify, and refresh both your scalp and strands. It acts as a natural astringent, meaning that it helps control excess sebum on the scalp while still allowing the moisture from your honey, aloe, and jojoba to nourish your hair. This also helps your strands reflect light better, giving them a clean, healthy sheen. It also makes your hair feel lighter, smoother, and more voluminous, which is perfect for those who love bounce and body. So if you are anything like me and you love that clean, fresh scent, then lemongrass and citronella will do the trick. And you don't need much. A little bit really does go a long way. So since that came out to be only half of an 8-ounce jar, I decided to reboil my flax seeds. So I simply just went back and added another 2 cups of the distilled water. Allowed that to simmer for 8 to 10 minutes while stirring it on occasions. Poured it with the other mixture while it was slightly hot, just so it wouldn't clunk up. I also added the same measurements of the honey and the jojoba oil, but I didn't go back and add any more lemongrass, nor did I add any more citronella. Those 2 essential oils are already strong, so adding more would simply be overdoing it. Now on to the application process. Might as well show them. Not show them, but come to the camera so that they don't look at it. Did you know you put like a cover out in it? Mm-hmm. That's at Walmart. That's the cream. Okay, let me finish my video. Yeah, but make a regular one for now. What we got? What you got right now? So make that we got the color. Yeah. I said, come on, I gotta do this video. Okay, make that money up here. Here. So I might as well talk a little bit, y'all, since she came in here and interrupted. So my hair has not been shampooed in the past 2 weeks, and that is only because I've been working on my building, and as far as heavy hair and skincare products, I've been trying to get that out here on the market. But anywho, this is my hair. It has grown tremendously, y'all. Oh my goodness, look at this puff. Hopefully I can put a picture up of how my puff used to look, but it is really puffing now. So before I was wearing my hair out because I usually do not wear my hair out, but it's been 2 weeks since I've worn it out. I have not been wearing it on my shoulders. It has been in a curly state though, but I haven't been manipulating it. So I will wear it in this big puff, and then at nighttime, I will put a bonnet on and I'll go to sleep. I will go to bed. Once a week, I will put a little bit of oil on it, and then I will just like pat it down like this. But this joker is dry now, but you can still see the curls that has formed. But it has been due to Heavenly's products, the ones that I show you on this channel. So I am using this detangler that the base is flaxseed gel. It is very, very important to use a detangler before shampooing your hair. Right after this detangling session, I will do a DIY shampoo. So please stay tuned, meaning that be on the lookout for this video. It is coming right after this one. I'm not gonna make them 2 videos in one because it's gonna be entirely too long, just like this one just may be. But yeah, let me go ahead and take it out of the scrunchie and just look how it falls. Show you the back. Hopefully y'all can see it. Yeah. The hair is big. Very, very big. So I use my products on a residual, consistent, religious basis. Therefore, it's okay for me to be able to do that. But if you are creating these DIY shampoos, then it is best to shampoo your hair once a week so your hair can get used to the natural shampoos and it's stripping away the bonds and the chemicals and things that has been embedded into your scalp and your hair strand for a very long time. So let me go ahead and get started, and I can talk to y'all while doing this. So I almost forgot. Let me first mist my hair, and that's to try to separate it a little bit before applying it. I love this spray bottle. My husband been getting a hold to it a lot, so I don't get to see it as much. But yeah, this is to help me separate my hair. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a little messy. Yeah, your girl hair is dirty. Look at that. That is dirty. And I knew it was dirty anyways because when I started putting the oils on to do this the other day, I could see like the dirt residue. So when I make this DIY shampoo, I will tell y'all, but no, I want you to be able to get back on here and be surprised, basically. That'll give you a reason to come back and watch the video. But yeah, so I just take it and I separate it with my fingers. Remember that finger detangling is very important. Go get my debit card out of my purse and just go. Debit card, yay! Okay, so please,
don't get the butter things.
Get the sticks of butter. Okay. Anyway, so like this right here, y'all. Hopefully y'all can see it. It's a slight knot, so I just take my time separating it, and make sure that you do not rip through your hair, and especially if your hair has been sitting up for a couple of weeks like mine's. It is bound to get those little fairy knots. And also, our hair sheds from 50 to 100 strands a day. Yes, that's the difference. 50 to 100 strands a day. So by your hair shedding from 50 to 100 strands a day, you are bound to get some shedding. But if you see growth from it, and that's why it's important to measure your hair or to take before and after pictures. Because if your hair is this short and you wear a set of box braids, but you get about this much of shedding after a month, then all you have to do is take an after picture. If your hair is down to here, that means that your hair has grown, and that is just the overall natural shedding that your hair is supposed to do. If you have 4C hair, or if your hair is typically dry, it don't have to be 4C, but if you're dealing with dry hair, then this flaxseed detangler is going to soften your hair. So hopefully y'all can see that I am just adding it, and I don't apply to the ends, although you may see me accidentally apply to my ends on some parts of this video. But I will run my fingers down to the end, and then, yeah, sometimes I'll add it to the end, because the end is, oop, that's why I don't like applying it to the end. I can't see, and look at what happened. So I apply a little bit to the ends, and I just run my fingers through it, and look at that. Like, I didn't even have to use much, but that is very important. Remember that you need enough to apply over your whole entire head. So if you notice that in the process of me creating this, you saw that I went ahead and went back and added more, because that wasn't enough for my whole entire head. That's why I tell you guys that measurements are not as important as you think that they are, not on these DIYs. Now, measurements are important for my product line, yes, like, of course, but at the same time, when I do measurements on my product, that's because I'm making big batches. So the measurements are totally different. Sometimes I struggle with showing you measurements on a smaller batch for just one head. And that's perfectly normal. That's why I tell people all the time that you be the judge of your measurements. So if you have 4C hair, and somebody else made this a little bit confusing when I tried to explain it months ago, but if you have 4C hair, and if you have thick, meaning like high density, high porosity hair, then by all means use a little bit more flaxseed than I did. I only used 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, but you don't have to use 2 tablespoons. Use more if you need to. Flaxseed can be reused a couple times. So by all means, reboil it too. But y'all, this is giving my hair some good slip. Let me see if I'm in the camera. Okay, camera. So I'll just add about that much, and then I'll run my fingers or massage it in first, and then I will run my fingers through and try to open it up. So I'm gonna end this, well, not end, but I'm gonna take a pause first.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Let me show y'all. This is the first one. Okay, now let me,
I'm sorry.
no, she not.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, she not. Listen, for real, like, Tatiana just may interrupt again, and then she have to call me anyways. But yeah, that is correct. Okay, if I say so myself. Look at that. So I'm gonna put y'all down real quick, and then I'll pick y'all back up once I'm completely done, because she has really messed it up for me. Okay, y'all, so this is the last piece. So make sure that I spray it from the root to the tip. And I run my fingers through. And then I grab my flaxseed gel and I distribute it from the roots down, up. Just show what's going on. So I'm finger detangling it while I am rubbing the gel down my hair strands. So I'm just applying it to my roots and my edges. And I'm going in some more on my roots. And I just in and then start distributing it down my strands. I'm just checking for the excess hair. And I just split it in two and I twist. And this hair is extremely dirty. Remember that this is 2 weeks old, but I still receive growth from it, and this is what I have left. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it's all over the place, but if you like this video, then please click the like button. Share with friends and family. Comment if you have any questions or suggestions. If you want to become a part of my community, then please click the subscribe button. And don't forget to click that bell notification button to where you'll be the first to be notified whenever I upload my next video. You guys have a blessed one.